Okay, hi. Like, are we on? Are we on yet? Okay, finally. It took a while. I had to keep refreshing. Hi everybody. It's me, Jess. I am the resident reader here at My Taropist. You can visit me at mytaropist.com to learn more. On this channel, we do therapeutic tarot readings for the soulful and spiritual, and we also do have plenty of fun. So, if you'd like to join us here, please subscribe. If you're watching this video back or if you're joining us on the live, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. I'm going to keep it a little bit chill and mellow on this lovely full moon in Cancer. It is my sun sign. So as a Cancerian person, typically on the full moon, I don't usually do things like this. I'm usually in my hermit crab shell, doing rituals, doing things that are healing for my soul. So if you want to dive into that vibe with me, then definitely check out the description of this video. There is a link to a free printable or PDF download, however you want to utilize it. That is a full moon ritual that I've put together for you guys for this particular full moon, focusing on inner child healing. So you can grab that at the link in the description. Also, a quick reminder before I start these readings, it is right now. Hold on one second. January the 3rd. So there's only a few days left for grabbing the New Year transformation sessions that I have available. That is it includes, come on up, Bo. Includes a not live, but a pre-recorded 1 hour plus tarot reading with me, and then also a guide that is personalized for you based on your personal year, and will help set you up for success as we move into 2026. It's not too late. There are some left, so snatch it up before it's gone. You can also learn more about that on mytaropist.com. So without further ado, we're going to go in order of the zodiac, but we're going to start with the birthday babies, which is Capricorn. So Capricorn's going first. Tomorrow, Capricorn, I'll be doing your Capricorn season reading. It's really not just for your season, but it is for, and it's for any Capricorn placements. I got some fur bows everywhere. It's not just for Capricorn sun signs. You can watch if you have other Capricorn placements, but it's from this season until the next Capricorn season. So we take a look at the past year and we look ahead to the new year and all that good. So without further ado, I'm going to get into it. But first, I got to say hi to my peeps in the chitty chat. Also, you guys, I will be doing I have a few spots open, just a few for Hipsy readings, which are here on this. It's just that you book it through Hipsy. The link for that is also in the description of this video. And then you may see the Hipsy mod bot come in there and share the link as well. So if you want to get on that list, I see Janet's already on there. I've got you down, boo. There's 3 options available: an oracle pull, 1 question reading, or 2 question reading. And these are just quick mini reads, quick hits. If you want a longer personal reading, you can go to mytaropist.com. And I'm done with all the announcements. I'm ready to get into it. Dang. All right. Who's there in the chat? We got Sunny D. Hey, boo. Hey. We got Brittany Barnes. Happy New Year, Brittany. To you too, boo. Hey, Janet. How are you, boo? Hey, Christina. You're new here. Well, welcome, Christina. I'm so glad you're here. I am so glad you're here. Welcome. Sub up if you want to, if you haven't. Happy New Year to you. We're so happy to see you. I see some Boji's. Was that from when Bo jumped up here? He's still right here. You just can't see him. He's slightly off camera, but he's right here. Right here. That's his head. Smacking it. No, not really. Smacking it. Hopefully, maybe he'll pop back up. I don't know. He's kind of looking at me like he's not sure if he wants to be on the lap or not. What's up, Angel Brains? Angel Brains. Wait, I see someone said hi to Angel. Oh, there you are. Okay. My light beans. I got so many light beans up in here. Hey, you guys. Hey, Julianne. Okay, so listen, my light beans, since there are a few of you in here, I still don't have my hello at my therapist email back yet. I need to get that straightened out. So if you haven't emailed me, if you were a prize winner, do please don't forget, email me at mytherapist@gmail.com. So because until I can get that hello at mytherapist.com email fixed, right now it's mytherapist@gmail until further notice. And Bo came back on my lap. All right, you guys ready? Let's get into it. He was pawing at my decor. I need to take it down. Here, Christmas kind of continues, like literally, I'm not even exaggerating. Like Christmas kind of continues till around like January, like one more week, because we have Visitas and there's a little bit more stuff happening. But Christmas is and the decorations stay up and all that kind of stuff. But I will take this down most likely tomorrow. So it doesn't look like I'm just being lazy. It's literally because Christmas isn't like officially over here yet. So anyway, it's different. All right, let's get into it. Capricorn, 6:30. Let's go. So the topic for today, hey Monette, hi Capricorn. So the topic for today, what we're asking in this, the energy of this full moon in Cancer, which is a lot about emotional release, healing mother wounds, ancestral wounds, doing inner child work. Again, I have a beautiful ritual, if you guys are into that you can download for free, and it's the link is in the description. But so what we're asking on this one is, what inside of me needs to be seen and healed in this season. So I'm just gonna kind of free flow with it and see what comes out, so this is, we'll see how it comes out. If you're used to new good, this is probably gonna be a little bit of a different energy. It's already nighttime here too, so the full moon is out where I'm living. So I'm in that kind of zen mode. So let's see how it goes and flows, you guys. Capricorn, this is for you. What about you, or what is inside of you? Sorry, a little bit. I'm not sick or anything. It's just I think because it's cold and damp here, and that does stuff to my sinuses. Capricorn, what needs to be seen and healed? And this is definitely something that you can carry with you if you are doing some kind of full moon ritual or intentionally releasing in this energy of the full moon. Okay. Hey, Salama, how are you, boo? Only take what resonates, and do watch for your moon sign on these, and also your rising and your Venus. CAPRICORN, Capricorn. I'm also getting maybe your South Node. Watch for your South Node too. Well, it looks like you've actually ended a painful cycle here, Capricorn. Some of you, I think there's been an ego death, or at least that's something that needs to happen, like an ego death. I feel like there's something here where you may have struggled in the past with feeling like you can do battle by yourself a little bit too much, like a little bit too independent, in the sense of like it's coming from an egoic place. Like, no one can do it as well as me. No one can do it better than me. I got to do, you know what I mean? Or maybe feeling like you're alone, like feeling, how do I explain? Not alone, but just kind of like nobody gets me. I'm hearing like twin. Wait, you been? Nobody gets me like you. Is that, I don't know, anyway, but like nobody gets me, nobody understands, or nobody can do it as well as I can. Or I'm just, there's this energy of like fierce independence that's coming from a like a place of ego, if that makes sense. So, and what that means is that it must be tied, or is probably tied to some sort of like trauma or experiences that you've had in the past, or and if they're ancestral wounds or what, but something along the line told you that like, in order for me to be successful, it has to be on my own terms. It has to be, you know, I'm the only one that can make it happen. I'm the only one who has clear vision. So there's something here that's feeling like whatever was lacking in trust when it came to people external to yourselves, that's what's kind of needing to be healed in this season. Whatever caused that sort of sense of lack of trust when it came to other people, also being able to be cooperative with you, also being able to come into harmony and alignment and balance with you when it comes to like, especially like your ideas or your vision, or the future, like being able to not have to do battle by yourself all the time, and feeling like, no, I can work in cooperation and harmony with others. I can trust other people with my ideas and my vision. I can trust other people just maybe in general, you know? So there's something that I'm feeling there that you're letting go and moving into this season of healing when it comes to being able to unite, cooperate, connect with others. For some of you, it could be about relationships. So maybe there's some healing with regard to relationships, feeling like I'm not going to ever be able to find someone who can like get me, you know, like kind of in the sense of, how do I explain? Yeah, I'm just feeling the sense of like nobody is gonna like quite get me. There's not anyone who's gonna be my match. Does that make sense? Like someone who's gonna meet me where I'm at, or who I'm gonna be able to have a shared vision with for the future, or who's gonna like, do you know what I mean? Kind of like there's nobody who's my equal in that respect. So I feel like that's healing for you. And it does feel like there's this new energy of trust. And also even too, like trusting your own ideas, being confident in your own voice for some of you. But I'm getting more of like, this is like being able to welcome in a season of harmony and cooperation when it comes to like trusting others. So I hope that makes sense for you, Capricorn. I feel like you're a really unique, whoever I'm speaking to, you feel like a really unique, different sort of individual, like somebody who does stand out from the rest of the pack, someone who is very goal oriented, someone who kind of has their eyes on the prize. I feel like you are someone who knows yourself really well, but that doesn't mean that because you may be different or unique or separate from like the masses in at large, that you are not somebody that can also find your tribe, or can find other people who can relate to you, or other people who can appreciate your unique qualities and gifts and talents and abilities. So I feel like there's something here. You have gifts, you have skills, and I think you know that. But don't be afraid of opening yourself up to collaborating with and sharing with others. And I see you've had some experiences where you've been really let down, maybe betrayed by other people that you did try to share your vision with. It's just a matter of being more discerning, I think, and just like trusting your intuition when it comes to people. But I do feel like being open to having shared goals, shared visions, shared dreams with others will help you to build more towards the success that you're seeking. So, all right, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that helped you. I'm going to move towards the next one. He's up to no good, Bo. That sounds like him. He's very mischievous. Now he's sleeping though. But he is quite mischievous, Bojangles is. He really is. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. what is it inside of you that needs to be seen and healed? Aquarius. How you doing, Aquarius boo? I will. Sunny D. I'm gonna have to see what he was doing. I remember I have a bow story, Aquarius, and everybody. I used to, he used to like to visit neighbors. He's very sociable. He likes people a lot. Whereas Zemi was more shy and scared of people, most people. Bo is very gregarious. And so one of my neighbors used to like to go over there and hang out. And like he used to hang out at a lot of my neighbors, actually. He would go around and visit his friends. He knows who his friends are. But we were over at my neighbor's one time, like watching a movie, and Bo was there hanging out with us. And Bo like jumped up. My neighbor had this like plant that was propped up on like a little table next to the TV. And Bo, there was like three of us over there. It was like my neighbor and one of our friends. And so Bo jumped up there, and we're all sitting there on the couch, like watching this happen. And Bo just kind of looked at the plant, and he looked at us, and he was like, and we all were like, no, he wouldn't do it. There's no way. And just like that, almost like in slow motion, Bo like lifted his paw and went and knocked the plant over and broke the vase. It was a living plant, so it was in a vase, and so the dirt and the pot and everything just went everywhere. We're like, no way. I can't believe he actually did it. Like, we're like, there's no way he's not gonna knock over that plant. Yep, he did. He sure did. Anyways, Aquarius, sorry about that. I'll give you a new timestamp. But yeah, that's Bojangles. He's a mess. All right, Aquarius. What inside of you needs to be seen and healed? So I had to go buy my neighbor a new plant and replace the plant, the pot, and all that. Aquarius, let's go. AQUARIUS, Aquarius. Okay. Whew, Aquarius. I feel like Aquarius, you may struggle a little bit with like well, I'm hearing you got to know when to hold them, you got to know when to fold them. So some of you, and maybe that's part of it, is not knowing when it's time to let go of things, like to know when to call it. Kind of what I'm getting from you is that you have a lot of big dreams and big ideas. But I think some of you may get a little bit sometimes overwhelmed with either the minutia, the details, kind of get a little bit lost up in the sauce of all the details of everything, or start to feel really overwhelmed, like, oh my God, this is so much. Like, I have this beautiful dream and this vision, but it just feels like it's overwhelming. Like there's too much, it involves too much. I'm gonna have to take on so much responsibility. And so I feel like sometimes you kind of get a little bit overwhelmed or stuck in your head to where, there's maybe get into like a little bit of this analysis paralysis, but just feeling like, I just feel like this is overwhelming. I don't know how to really tackle this or approach this. I've got all these ideas, I've got all these dreams and visions, but I'm feeling like I don't know how to take action on them. I don't know what to do. I'm not quite sure what the steps are to take, or again, just like taking too long to kind of try to figure it out, and instead of just like moving on it. You've got the idea, you've got the dream, you've got the vision. It's just a matter of like being able to take action. So what is it that causes you to feel overwhelmed, or what is it that causes you to hold back instead of moving forward when it comes to your dreams, your goals, or visions? Or are you somebody that's struggling here a little bit with like holding on too long to something that is clearly not working, right? So I think a lot of this feels a little bit like energy of stress, energy of overwhelm, and needing to kind of be patient with yourself and take time with things, in the sense of like, if it takes some time for you to figure it out, that's okay. But are you also simultaneously taking steps forward? Are you creating a plan? Are you creating a strategy that's going to serve you? Are you looking too much at the big picture that you can't kind of dial it down and like hone in on, okay, what are the steps? Does that make sense? Some people are like really great big picture people, and some people are really great at details or seeing. And I feel like people who are big picture people can really benefit from being people who can kind of break it down into digestible pieces, or and people who are so like narrow in their focus or their vision or their goals or dreams, and can benefit from people who are more expansive in their thinking. So whatever that is, I feel like so much, Boo, that there's a need here for you guys to like truly not allow the enormity of maybe what it is that you're hoping for, dreaming for, to like weigh you down, and be able to just like be easy on yourself. Okay, you're not going to solve all the world's problems overnight, and that's okay. But as long as you're kind of clear on your overall vision, just start taking action, start taking step forward, little by little, step by step, one thing at a time. And just know that it takes time to build, especially when you are like, your dreams and your goals are so massive. It's going to take time, and give yourself grace with that. But don't let that hold you back from like taking the little steps forward. You know what I mean? Like one thing at a time. Okay. And if you need help, ask for help. That's okay too. Yeah. There's a heaviness here that maybe you need to release, or maybe there's too much responsibility that you're trying to shoulder on your own. And there's a need, I feel like, to also, not exactly the same as Capricorn, because I don't feel like yours isn't, I'm not getting anyway the energy from you of like trust issues. This is just kind of like, oh my God, it's a lot. It feels overwhelming. How am I going to make this happen? And then just like not actually doing the thing, right? So, and also just understanding, again, it takes time to build anything, and that's okay, but just start taking steps forward, right? All right. I hope that resonates for you guys. I hope that helps. And let me see if I can get one more thing here for you guys. Yeah, and trust your intuition too. Some of you guys, I feel like I'm not getting a lot of sword energy, but it does feel like take your time to plan. Okay, Aquarius, like planning is important. You have the vision, set up the plan, write it down, do what you got to do, get it out of your head and onto paper, as I like to say. But also I feel trusting your intuition and trusting divine timing, and knowing that, listen, you've got these wonderful goals, you've got these wonderful dreams. Make a plan and start executing, and just trust and be guided and led by your intuition as you move forward. I feel like too, there's a lot of emotional upheaval in your energy, Aquarius, and that's normal for this full moon. But I do believe that things are going to start coming more into balance for you when it comes to like your emotional well-being. You're going to get more control over that. You're going to start to feel like things are more in alignment. Things are there's a balance here that's being created. Okay. Not so much of this cuckoo bananas sort of, it's heavy in the energy sort of thing. I think embracing more moments of lightness and levity and play as well. Okay. Aquarius, some of you guys, it kind of like, The energy you're giving me is that you're taking on a lot. And I feel like breaking up that heaviness with like moments of levity and fun and just play and reconnecting with your inner child. If there's something there that like you love to do that brings joy into your life, that just feels like play. It doesn't feel like work. Okay. For some of you guys, the work life balance may be a little bit off. You need a little bit more fun time. You need a little bit more play time. So whatever that is, however you can inject those moments of like levity and play, I think that's going to also help to kind of balance out some of that heaviness, right? So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope that helps. I'm going to go to Pisces now. Yay. Knocking out your moon and rising back to back, both messages needed. Oh, you're so welcome. Thanks, Julianne Boo. Debbie O, Texas Virgo. How you doing, Debbie O? How you doing? Virgo with Cancer moon. Woo, Lord. How you holding up, boo? How you doing? All right, let's get into Pisces now. 26. Wait, first of all, Angel, thank you so much, boo. Thank you so much, boo. Oh, you're so sweet, boo. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, boo. All right, let's go to Pisces. Angel's so sweet. Thank you, boo. All right, Pisces, my fishy friends. Swimmy, swim, swim. Oy. Let's get it. Pisces. Hi, loves. All right. What inside of you needs to be seen and healed? Sorry for the little snifflies, you guys. Again, I might have to say that a few times. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe my nose is just tickling, but I feel like there's something going on. All right, Pisces. What inside of you needs to be seen and healed? PISCES, Pisces. Some of you, there may be some woundedness regarding motherhood or a mother figure. Let me get a little bit more clarity on this. I feel like some of you guys, there's an energy of like fear or anxiety, and maybe that was passed down to you from mother figure. Maybe if you have a mother or maternal figure relative that struggles with anxiety, like your mother or your grandmother, maybe they pass that on to you in some regard. I'm getting like a clinginess too, where maybe somebody, this is very specific, Pisces, but some of you, your mother may have treated you too much like, only take what resonates with these, you guys. I'm going to try to get more specific on these and less general. I try to steer away from getting too specific because I'm always afraid it's going to alienate people who don't relate or aren't resonating. But do watch your other placements and only take what resonates. But if I'm feeling pulled in a particular direction, I'm going to follow that path. So bear with me. So if it does resonate, let me know in a comment or whatever. It helps. So I know that whoever did need that message received it. But for some of you, your mother may have treated you too much like a friend, or used you a little bit here in a way to like help them cope or help them to feel better. You know, like you might have been your mother's like emotional security blanket or something to that effect. Or again, they might have treated you more like a friend and not so much like a mom. Some of you are afraid if you'll ever become a mother, and I want to say, for those who are feeling that and feeling maybe you're mourning or or afraid of like, oh, it wasn't ever in the cards for me. I'm never going to be a mom. I can't be a mom. Or I don't know if I can handle it, or I don't know if I feel like I've got what it takes, or whatever, or that time has passed me by. And if that's something that you're avoiding mourning, I say allow yourself to grieve that. Allow yourself to mourn that if you need to. It's okay. And also understand that we all have the capability of being mothering or nurturing really to others, to animals, to plants, to people, in our friendships, in our other familial relationships with, it's there's always an opportunity to mentor, nurture, and just give a soft place for other people to land, to be that sort of nurturing, loving, caring, kind support. You can also be a mother to like your business or to your creative endeavors or pursuits or whatever it is, like, or to an idea or dream that you have. You can nurture that and give life to it. So just understand that even if that is something that you're feeling like I'm not going to be able to have, there's other ways in which you can be that in your life to either other people or again to dreams, ideas, visions, goals, businesses, whatever. So I do feel like there's a lot of healing here though that's happening for you guys when it comes to possibly potentially a mother wound or feelings of anxiety, of fear, of stress, of worry. And I feel like there's a lot of trust that's coming in here in like divine timing, that things happen when they're supposed to for a reason in a season, right? And not feeling like nervous or anxious about when is this coming, when is this coming, when is that coming. Feeling just like blessed that you have, for some of you, you have like loving, supportive, creative, maybe for some of you, community around you, people here that that love you, that want to be with you and want to spend time with you. So it's kind of like pulling that energy away from like focusing on what you can't have or what you don't have, or being fearful of the timing of things, and just being in an attitude of sort of gratitude, really. I hate the attitude of gratitude, but truly being in an attitude of gratitude of what it is that you have around you that is filling your cup, and knowing that the new good things that you're waiting for and hoping for and praying for will come when they're meant to. But in the meantime, focusing your energy on nurturing that which is already in front of you and present in your life, and being grateful for that. Okay, I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense for my Pisces people. And that is what I have for you, boo. Okay. Aries people, are you guys ready? What are you guys doing this weekend? What's happening? Debbie is a little emotional. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I've been doing so much work lately on healing, and really like being so intentional about this 1 year and having a fresh start and taking inventory of so many things and doing a lot of self-reflection, that I feel like I've done a lot of that emotional work like for the past month especially. But so today feels a little less emotional for me, but I do feel the intensity of the energy. And after this live, I do plan to do my ritual, the one that I shared with you guys, and also some more grief work. I've been doing a lot of grief work lately, so there may be some tears shed later today. I actually went out in the rain and like soaked in the rain for a bit, and like on the patio. It's been a rainy day all day. And I got a little rain bath in me, and I'm gonna take probably a salt bath later too, if I'm not up too late doing this live. But so I feel like it doesn't feel quite, I guess, for me as emotional, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is it normally does for me on a full moon, and especially being a Cancerian moon. But you know, anyways, let's get to Aries, you guys. 3454 Aries people. Hey, it's me, Jess. All right. Happy full moon to ya. Even if you're watching this back later, it is never too late to look at what needs to be seen and healed in you. So let's see what's going on with you, Aries. What needs to be seen and healed with you, boo. Excuse me. I do have a few Hipsy readings available after the live if you guys want to check that link in the description. All right, ARIES, Aries. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Well, these are good. Again, I wasn't expecting these to start to come out sort of specific. So take only what resonates, leave what doesn't for who it's meant for. But Aries, you're coming out here with a very specific sort of father wound or a wound in your masculine energy. So whether that's you, that's experiencing a wounding in your own masculine energy, or if that is something to do with a father figure, and it could be connected. For some of you, because you're getting strong father, very strong father energy on this. For some of you, it just could be a male figure, but I have the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, right? And then we have the Fool, which some you may look at it Aries energy, and then also the Emperor. That is your energy, so I can't discount that too, and I'll talk about that in a second. But Five of Pentacles. So there's a feeling of either self-abandonment here, of maybe some of you may struggle with like abandoning yourself, your own needs, not really feeling a sense of worthiness around yourself, your identity, your self-concept may need to be shifted and changed here. It may be that you are struggling a little bit with like stepping up in an energy of authority or leadership, or feeling like in control of your life or yourself, or some of you guys may be specific like regarding health or finances, that you may struggle with kind of getting a hold of. But the main energy I'm getting a lot of here is like abandonment wounds, possibly connected to like father figure or masculine figure. Okay. I'm even getting that some of you may have had two fathers in your life, and that's definitely not for everybody, but maybe you had a father and then a stepfather. Or again, it could be like your father and your grandfather were significant to you. So take it as it resonates. But I'm getting very strongly that there's a need for you to be able, I keep getting this energy of self-abandonment too. To not abandon yourself, to not abandon your dreams, to not abandon your goals. Tell me more. Oh gosh. Okay. Wow. Okay. Very, very, very strong. And I mean, this is so specific. Now you have the Six of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So a lot of you, this is like a inner child wound regarding, again, like family, of not feeling like maybe loved or nurtured or seen. For some of you, I'm getting that too. Like you weren't really seen, especially by like a father figure. They might have been present for some of you, but then you felt abandoned emotionally, or you felt abandoned in another way. Like you were kind of an accessory, or you were like, you know what I mean? Like seen and not heard kind of thing. But take it as it resonates for you. It's feeling very much like there was a feeling of like not being seen, or some emotional need not really being met, or feelings, again, abandoned, isolated. And I kind of feel ignored for some of you. I heard left behind for somebody. How can Aries nurture themselves with this energy. For some of you, you're resisting reconciliation. For some of you, you're having a difficult time, like really moving forward and making peace with really, truly, because it's 5 of Swords to the 6 of Swords, the 7 of Wands. Like, sometimes for some of you, there's a need to kind of stand up for yourself and like assert yourself. If it is about like, again, like a woundedness with regard to like your identity, your self-concept and your Aries, right? The Emperor energy. So feeling like you can't stand up for yourself or you can't be strong in your own life. And if you were sort of like, not put upon, but like if you were sort of like, I felt misunderstood or felt like nobody cares about my ideas, nobody cares about my dreams, there's a feeling of like, no, being able to stand up for yourself, to set particular boundaries and not allow people to kind of walk all over you, but to get your strength back. Again, stepping up into your masculine energy of like, no, I'm in charge of my own fate and my destiny. I'm in charge in my own life. I am the star of this show. This is the me show. This is the Aries show. Right. So there's definitely a feeling of like being able to set healthy boundaries and being able to kind of like stand up for yourself and to feel good about yourself. But there's also this energy of not avoiding reconciliation or not avoiding facing these wounds, right? So some of you kind of like pushed it away and been like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to look at it. But I feel like in order to really heal, you have to look at this, but you also have to like release it, right? So there's also this feeling of needing to move towards a place of peace and like reconciling sort of this situation, instead of not necessarily reconciling with an individual person, a specific person, but reconciling within yourself what happened, acknowledging it, acknowledging the pain, acknowledging those feelings and those emotions, feeling them, and then moving forward in a place of peace, like leaving it in the past, right? So yeah, I think that it also, looking at this from a different perspective, is going to give you clarity. Something that's helped me sometimes with like parent wounds is being able to put myself in their shoes, and it's not necessarily excusing certain behaviors, but being able to see it from a different perspective. There was an interview that TAURUS gave at one point about his father, if this helps anybody out there. But I remember seeing just like this clip of it, and his father and his mother apparently were both like abusive and had a lot of issues, but his father abandoned the family, so he wasn't really present in his life growing up. And he had expressed that when his father was passing and he knew his time was short, that TAURUS went to go visit him on his deathbed, basically, and forgave him for abandoning him, for not being there, for being abusive when he was there, and said, like, you know, I came to this realization of like, I'm actually glad and I want to thank you. And I thank you for not being there because I realized if you had been there, then, you know, I could have been even more messed up. I maybe wouldn't have made it through, because to have 2 abusive parents, or to have this father with this issue and the mother with this issue trying to raise me and come up in that environment, I maybe wouldn't have made it and I wouldn't have become the person I am today. And so I feel like sometimes being able to be able, just so you guys know, I am reading the cards, FYI. I am reading the card. I'm not holding them up as much, but I am reading the cards. So Hangman, Ace of Swords energy. So it's like, I feel like sometimes when we look at things from a different perspective, it gives us a certain sort of clarity that really facilitates healing in a way that we wouldn't experience if we were only looking at things from our individual perspective, right? Or from a place of our own pain and woundedness. So I hope that helps some Aries out there, boo. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to move on to Taurus. It was 4444 on the time. 4444. Yeah, on the time. All right. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Hey Gino, how are you? Hey Pino's best. Hey CJ baby. How are y'all doing? Okay, Taurus. 4515 for Taurus. Let's get it. Miss Janet's up in there like, yeah, Taurus. Let's go. Because she's a Taurus. She's a Taurus. All right. Hey, Taurus. Hey, you know who it is. It's Jess. If you don't know, I'm Jess. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. Let's get it. What inside of you needs to be seen and healed, Taurus, for this full moon in Cancer. Full moon in Cancer for Taurus. One more shuffle. Thanks for the emojis, by the way. I've been seeing them out of the corner of my eye. Little floating hearts and things. So thank you. Appreciate it. Makes me happy. Tiny red hearts in my life make me happy. Okay, anyway. TAURUS Taurus. Whoa, hi. Oh, Taurus. Well, I see there's some trust issues happening. There's some trust issues happening here, boo. You got the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Maybe you have that in your chart. You have the Hermit on the bottom, Virgo energy. Aries underneath that, by the way, Emperor. So I don't know why I'm hearing, hey, you've got to hide your love away. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. I don't know. It's giving a little bit of like, if you're a female Taurus, I don't know if you have trouble trusting men or male people. I don't want to get into that right now because I don't know if that's like a situation or just a quick hit for somebody. But I do feel that there is something here where your guard feels very up, like your walls feel up, and not maybe due to some trust issues here. So it's kind of like, I want to retreat to where I feel really comfortable. And the retreat energy is heavy with you because if you look at this particular Seven of Swords card, you see how he's all cowering in that like trees, in the hole in the tree, right? And then you also have, of course, the Hermit, who is literally always in retreat mode. So in the Queen of Swords there, thou shalt not pass. So you're giving this like, thou shalt not pass. I'm going to retreat because I'm not really trusting right now. And this is where I feel strong. And this is where I feel safe when I am in this energy. And this is my go mode. So whatever is causing that, boo, whatever is causing this energy of sort of distrust and you know what's like very fascinating to me is what's missing here is a lack of warmth, a lack of emotion, a lack of water, which is the energy that we're in with this full moon in Cancer. It's very watery energy, but this is all very like walls are up, you know, I've got my weapon at ready. I will strike if I feel like I'll either strike or I'll retreat. Or you're like either, I don't know if you're a flight or a fight person, but what it's saying to me is that the woundedness may be in the emotional energy somewhere, because there is a lack of the water here, or there's a lack of like tuning into the intuition in favor of, okay, I'm intellectualizing this situation and I'm perceiving danger or threat or what have you, and so I'm therefore going to put my guard up and protect myself, versus I'm going to intuit if this is, I'm sensing that I'm in danger or that there's a threat. I'm perceiving the threat, but let me tune into my intuition. Is my intuition acknowledging that, or is that some sort of fear creeping in, or I'm going into this energy, right? Coming from my logic, my reason, and not really tuning into what's true. So I mean, I love that you're protective of yourself. I love that you kind of have your guard up, and I love that you do seem to be someone who has a lot of wisdom, and you know where to go back to plug in to get your strength back up. But if it's coming from a place of fear, that's not healthy, right? So being able to kind of bypass that fear, or to say like, hey, thanks for protecting me. I appreciate that you're trying to protect me, but yeah, there's a lot of fear here, boo. There's a lot of fear. I appreciate that you're trying to protect me, but I'm safe. I'm okay. I'm okay. And again, that feels like it's coming back from like possibly an older wound that you had there. Could have been connected to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could also have that in your chart. Yeah, I do see that you've been betrayed in the past, and there's definitely been issues here, maybe with other people where they were dishonest with you, or they betrayed you, or backstabbed you, talked about you. But like the thing is that's funny is like, you know who you are. So why should it bother you what other people think about you? Because you already know yourself. Very clearly you have a very strong sense of self here. So I feel like for you, boo, getting to the root of like what is causing that fear, and being able to, again, there's like no water here. There may be a need for you to also, like, in that energy of retreat, like going within and seeing like, okay, what emotions aside from fear am I not wanting to connect with or touch, because it may feel too much. So again, it's giving that you're like, your head is trying to protect your heart. And I get that, but it's giving to me also that's coming from like a place of woundedness from the past. So there's something there that's like needing to create a new identity that's not tied to this fear, that's not tied to the energy of betrayal. Okay, boo. I hope that helps. Yeah. I hope that helps. So a lot of like self-love and nurturing yourself here, my friend. And understand that you are safe and you're protected. I think that there's something here where there was maybe a time or a season of your life where you felt very, very unsafe because the environment you were in was an unsafe environment. Okay, maybe there was a lot of fighting, a lot of strife, maybe even physical altercations that you experienced. And this could, again, go back to like childhood even. But I feel like there was a time in your life where you did feel very, very unsafe. And it's like needing to tell yourself and teach yourself now, I am safe now. I wasn't safe then, but I am safe now. And I'm okay. And we're okay. And we can trust. And, you know, so I hope that helps you guys. I hope that helped you. I hope that resonated for somebody in there or watching later. All right. Big hugs to you, Taurus. Hey, newbie me. How you doing? Hey, Nixie. How are you? How are you? Ruben, hey boo, haven't seen you for a hot minute. Oh my gosh, I miss so much in the chitty chat. Hi, you guys. You guys, yes, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I always forget. And these kind of readings, even though this is what Jess really loves to do, don't always get as much traction as like, you know, what's coming for you in love. And that's fine. But it would help if you guys hyped the video after, if you guys left a comment, if you guys hit the thumb, all that good really, really does help. So this is like important work for us to do on this full moon in Cancer, right? Oh, you did a paint event at the library? Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Okay, I will check it out, Nixie. All right, Gemini. You guys don't forget to watch your moon, especially on these, your moon, your rising, your Venus. Only take what resonates. These are coming out a little bit specific. So when they're like that, I don't expect them to be resonate for everybody. So only take what's yours. And be open to receiving what you may not be seeing, because that's kind of the point on this. All right. Gemini, this is for you, boo. What is inside of you that needs to be seen and healed with this Cancer full moon energy? I may switch decks after this one. We'll see. Beautiful. I just want you to know. GEMINI, Gemini. You're my favorite girl. Dun, dun, dun. Don't stop till you get enough. I don't know why. In fact, I'm gonna bring this other deck in here really quickly. You know, I'm gonna give you some credit where it's due in something I'm seeing here, Gemini. For some of you guys, there's been like painful ending, maybe even recently. I don't know if this could have been in your past. This could have been some of you. There's a lot of grief that you have processed, or again, painful ending or endings. Again, feelings of sense of like abandonment or woundedness, but you're giving an energy of bounce back. Like you aren't somebody that I feel like dwells on it so much. Not saying that it doesn't affect you, but what I'm getting is that once you let go, like you release that. And I feel like for a lot of you, and I didn't even see that Ten of Wands initially, but for some of you, you've come to the end of a particularly like difficult, heavy, painful cycle, right? Or season of your life that may have been around a lot of loss, again, processing grief, and if there's been betrayal or endings or what have you. It's a lot, it's heavy. But you've released it, and so please stay with me. This isn't a negative, these aren't negative reads. But there's this energy of like, I feel like things have shifted for you. There's a freedom now that I feel like you're starting to feel on the other side of acceptance. It's like now there's this sense of freedom. And it's almost like I feel like you're perceiving things differently. It's almost like, and I just heard I dodged a bullet. Like you're starting to see those endings or losses in some cases, obviously in others, maybe not so much, but in some cases you're starting to be like, wait, I dodged a bullet. Like that was actually good. Imagine if I had continued on that path or stayed in that relationship or stayed at that job or whatever. There's something here where I feel like you're changing your tune and you're starting to feel or look at the situation differently. Like, wow, I'm actually now feeling free. I'm unencumbered. I can now pursue. For some of you, you're starting to now like pick up something that you had put away a long time ago, whether that was in your childhood, because a lot of, if you guys are just joining, a lot of this energy of the Cancerian full moon and the ritual that I have posted in the description, if you want to grab that, it's free, is around like inner child work, right? So it's kind of in the vein that we're in right now with these readings as well. So just so you guys know, but whether that's inner child work, whether that's, you know, from your childhood, if that's something that was just in the past, it's almost like you're like, I'm free to like now go pursue this thing that maybe you had put away. And that was the purpose, like for you to come back to a practice or a hobby or an interest or even a relationship that you had like let go of or released, or you hadn't had the freedom or the opportunity or the time to like engage in that. And it's like now you're able to kind of come back to it in a way that feels good and is making you happy, and I feel like bringing a sense of like joy and optimism in your life. It's almost like there's also, I feel like, you making peace with your past too, Gemini. Your reading's coming out a little bit different than the other. Like making peace with your past and no longer feeding the old stories, the old narratives, right? You're not feeding things. For some of you, like your energy was being pulled in a lot of different directions, or you have a tendency to splinter your energy up into like different pieces, and or invest in too many different things, or take on too much responsibility at a time, right? So there's like a feeling and a sense of now this freedom and lightness is also giving you also clarity and being able to realize, okay, what's really worth my time, what's worth investment, and what's not. So I feel like that's something that is being seen and healed in you too, of being able to let go of what's not yours to carry anymore. If that is heavier emotions that you're carrying that you need to let go of, or if that is like you, again, investing too much into too many different things that aren't serving you in this season, and maybe focusing on just the things that spark joy. And for some of you, again, that's like bringing you back to something from your past that you have put like on the shelf or on the back burner for the time being. And it's bringing you a lot of joy is what I'm kind of getting. But I think, yeah, that's what I have for you, boo. Let me see one more thing for Gemini. Gemini. I like this energy. Like, okay, I'm just going to say it again because I like this energy of I'm feeling so strongly like you used to let those endings or the losses like affect you too much to the point where it was like weighing you down or was making you feel like, you know, in this energy a little bit of like brokenness. But now it's like you have this new perspective and you've overcome whatever that challenging season was, or whatever those, you know, that have those heavier feelings were. And it's like you're able to again embrace this energy of lightness, and like you're like, oh my God, I'm free. Why was I worried about that? I can now do whatever I want to do. I can move in whatever direction I want to go in. Like I'm okay. I'm not feeling weighed down by that anymore. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful shift. Anything else here quickly for Gemini? Gemini, Gemini. Temperance, nice. Yeah, I feel like there's a beautiful sense of harmony and balance. Like things, again, whatever was heavy, it's now things are kind of, there's this sense of balance where everything was kind of like tipped. The scales were tipped in one direction, and now it's like, okay, we've got a good handle on our emotions. We're feeling grounded. We're feeling more stable. We're not feeling like the weight of this. We've kind of conquered the worst of it. And again, wow. So there's on totally different deck. You have the 10 of Wands again, 3 of Swords, and then the 10 of Pentacles. So again, I feel like you're picking the pieces back up. You're able to like, I think, make peace again with what happened. There's been time here to sort of calm down, temper things. And again have this refreshed perspective of like, you know, if I had continued on that path or that had stayed that way, I wouldn't have been able to have time to like pursue this. I was doing too much and that took something off my plate, or it relieved me of this heaviness. Now I can move forward in a brand new direction and move towards something that I can invest in that is actually going to benefit me in the long term. So I hope that helps. I hope that resonates for you. I see you like planting new seeds in this new, as we begin this 1 year cycle, like you guys, or this 1 year, this new 9 year cycle, but your reading really does fit in that energy, Gemini, of like, okay, you've ended a painful 9 year cycle for some of you. It's been an incredibly challenging 9 year cycle. And you're entering into this new 9 year cycle with this renewed energy, a sense of balance, of now feeling like, okay, I'm going to be really intentional about where I'm investing my time, my energy, my efforts, my resources, etc. And you're moving towards that 10 of Pentacles in this season versus, you know, ending with the 10 of Wands twice, freaking 10 of Swords, you know what I mean? So, and with that energy of no longer feeding into stuff that was like a sinking ship, it's going to be, I think, a really good 9 year cycle for you, boo. So, all right, let's move to the next one, Cancer. Should we just go ahead and switch to, I can't decide if I want to switch decks or not, you guys. I'll go ahead and do it. Let me do a quick cleanse though. Thank you, Janet. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, please, and thank you. Thanks, Alban. Thanks, Sunny D. This Gemini reading sounds like my energy now. Oh, okay, Brittany. Thank you for that confirmation, boo. I'm glad it resonated with you. It kind of feels like Geminis have already been doing a lot of healing. And they're like, okay, I'm done healing. I'm ready to move on to the next thing. Like, let's start this new cycle now. I feel you. I'm a Gemini Venus, so I can actually relate to that too, actually, a lot now that I think about it. Do watch your other placements, y'all. All right. Cancer. 107.27. I have a few spots open for the for readings after the live. If you guys want to check the link in the description for Hipsy and get on the list. Oh no, I lost my chat. Where did you guys go? Oh my gosh, Jessica. Hold on, I'm gonna refresh because the chat disappeared. Is it working now? Okay. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna restamp the Cancer here. Hi everybody. I don't know what happened there. I tried to refresh and then I think it just like kicked me off completely. Anyways, hi Cancer. Cancerians. It's me, Jess, owner of my Taropist. Oh, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. Where your claws at? Get your claws out. Snippity snap. All right. Sorry about that, you guys. I didn't think I was going to totally disappear, but we're back. All right, Cancer, what inside of you, boo, needs to be seen and healed in the season? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, possibly, potentially South Node, maybe North Node as well, or whichever placement you want to watch for. Take only what resonates on these, leave what doesn't. Cancer, Cancer. Oh, I just heard for you, Cancer, home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. Only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But for some of you, there's like the first message I'm getting, and I feel like for you there may be multiple ones, but first message I'm getting is like there's this feeling and I heard displacement, but I'm not necessarily seeing that, but maybe some of you could be connecting with a fire sign, Aries, Leo especially, Sagittarius, or you could have that in your chart. But I feel like there's an energy of kind of, oh gosh, there's a lot going on here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. For some of you, I'm hearing Dorothy, or is it Dorothy? Whatever, from the Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. So for some of you, there's a feeling that of needing a sense of safety or comfort, familiarity. So there's a feeling of like needing to kind of heal that within yourself or find that within yourself, because again, I'm getting that. I heard home is where the heart is. So I think for you Cancerians, like the first thing is finding that sense of comfort and home, that feeling of home and comfort within yourself. So that could be something, Kara, that needs to heal. You could also have a father wound or a masculine wound here. It comes to a feeling or sense of loss or abandonment that came up for a couple other signs. It's not for everybody. You have a lot of kings showing up in your spread. So you have King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, if that means anything to you. But I'm getting to that there's a deep need for you to feel loved. There's a deep need or desire for you to feel loved, for you to feel a sense of safety and connection. And I feel like for you, like you're right now, it's giving like your sense of stability is tied to that feeling, that emotional feeling of safety and comfort. So funny. There was another sign that was like literally the opposite. Was it Taurus? That was like all here, and you're like all here in your heart. And there's this need, I feel like, for you to feel nurtured and to feel comforted and to feel that sense of like, that sense of safety and stability, I feel like really comes from you experiencing emotional closeness, which makes you feel safe. Does that make sense? I hope that's making sense for somebody. Again, some of you, there may have been like a recent or past abandonment when it comes to like maybe a masculine figure, divine masculine. Again, it could have been a father figure. Maybe it was like an authority figure for you, or someone that left a little bit of like a woundedness, like there's an emptiness there. And maybe somebody here provided like a sense of stability or safety materially or externally, but like when it comes to like your emotional needs, it feels like they weren't really met, or there's a sense of like, I miss this person, or I miss this sense of safety or comfort that they provided me, if that's the case for you. Again, two different things there. So again, I feel like this is coming from conquering, or what needs healing here is, I feel like, a sense of like sort of conquering that energy of dwelling on what you lost or what you don't have, particularly when it comes to those emotional needs being met, and be able to find that sense of like comfort, and stability and strength within yourself. First and foremost, if that's making sense for you guys. But yeah, I do feel like, tell me a little bit more here. Oof, okay. Cancer, some of you, I don't know, I keep getting, you guys had in your New Year reading, and the good coming to you in the New Year, you had love coming, and this is also showing me in a couple different ways love coming, but there's a deep sense I feel like of not just for you desiring love, but like wanting someone who is like a match for you. Someone else had this too in their reading. I think it was Capricorn, but like a feeling of wanting to be seen, wanting someone who's like on the same page, someone who really gets you, who really sees deeply, like who can peer into your very soul and like really see you. It's so cuckoo bananas because you like see these two, right? So the Two of Cups and then the Four of Wands, and both of these cards that are coming out for you Cancerians is like the animal pairs are like deeply like looking deep into each other's eyes, right? They're completely simpatico, they're aligned, and even the little hummingbirds up here, it's like they're seeing, they are peering deep into each other's souls. It's almost like they're marrying one another. And I feel like there's a need that you're having here to find someone who like mirrors you or matches you or thinks like you or feels like you or is like reciprocating in the same way that you are, is giving in the same way that you are or whatever. But I feel like, again, it's so strong in your reading. Like what needs to be healed first is that sense of confidence and that feeling of like finding that within, feeling confident, feeling, bold and brave when it comes to yourself, your ideas, who you are, your identity, right? And not feeling this need to have like someone complete you, but for you first, like finding that sense of home, that sense of safety, that sense of comfort, that sense of pride within yourself. And I'm getting that strong too. Pride, the word pride keeps wanting to come out, like pride within yourself and who you are. And that comes first, I think. And then this deeper connection that you're seeking comes next. Because you don't want to seek that connection from a place of like deficit, right? Like I'm feeling this sense of loss or this emotional gaping wound need that I have. And I need you to fill that. It's coming first from like, no, I'm confident in myself. I'm proud of myself and who I am. And I've conquered, a really painful cycle has come to an end for you as well, boo. You've conquered that shit. You did that. And so it's like, I feel bold, I feel brave, I feel good within myself. And then the partner comes, because you don't want to attract somebody who's also has this gaping need, emotional need or wound that they want you to fill, because that's not ever going to be good. Because then you got two people who are like, gimme, 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 gimme. And it's like, it's never, no one's ever going to feel satiated, because you're trying to both from two empty cups get filled by the other from their own empty cup. Like it doesn't work. Do you know what I mean, Cancer? I hope that helps. But I see you going through like a massive, again, change, transformation, a big glow up, if you will, Cancerians. Which is really beautiful for you. I really see a massive glow up, especially after, again, ending a painful cycle. And I think that comes from this place of confidence, of pride within yourself and who you are. And then from the inside, it comes outward. And then you're attracting somebody who has also done that work on themselves. So I hope that helps. And I hope that makes sense for y'all, Cancerians. All right, boo. Big hugs to you. Hey, Tisha. How you doing? How you doing, boo? If you guys need a timestamp, hey, Luz. If you guys need a timestamp for one of the signs I just did, let me know. I can tell you what it is. And there are a few Hipsy spots open for questions at the end. If you guys want to book, check out the link in the description to book a quick mini read after this live. Well, not after the live. It's in the live. It's during the live. It's after I finish the science. So we got Janet on the list right now. You guys can also get your names on that list, and I will get it for you. Okay, Leo. I'm going to go to Leo now. 1, 20, 10, 4. Leo, roar. Leo. All right, Leo. Full moon in Cancer. What's good? What is it inside of you that needs to be seen and healed? Let the healing begin. Because I tell you what, don't want to get stuck on that healing cycle either. Where it's like all you're doing is healing and not living. Healing is good, but also at some point, you got to start living and loving and lifing, you know? Lifing is living, but, you know, and loving is lifing. So shut up, Jessica. All right, Leo, Leo. What do we got for you, boo? What is needing to be seen and healed? All right. You got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, and you got fixed energy. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, you, Taurus. You got some new, good wanting to come through, boo. But there's an energy of like needing to give yourself emotional closure, I think, from something. For some of you, there may have been something new that started, and then in order to fully embrace this new beginning, there's some, it just kind of feels like you've got some loose ends to tie up, or just like giving yourself closure that you need. Understanding and coming to the acceptance of that cycle season of your life has come to an end. It's come to a close. It's time to fully accept it. It's time to like address whatever feelings are coming up with regard to that ending or regard to that cycle or season coming to a close. It feels like you've also like had a lot of emotional maturity in this last 9-year cycle. Like this last 9-year cycle maybe has really helped you to, like I said, mature emotionally. It maybe has been a growth journey for you in a lot of ways. And I feel like, though, that there's still some little things here energetically that you're holding on to or not really wanting to let go of as we're closing this cycle and this season out and moving towards this beautiful new here. You could have some like beautiful ideas here that could generate income for you, some really exciting ideas or inspiration, again, that can grow to something really great, really lovely, really wonderful as you're planting these seeds. So I feel like follow your inspiration and follow your intuition in this season towards what's new and what feels right for you. But also, I feel like you really have to let go of some stuff that you're still holding on to. And it's kind of, I said emotionally and closure emotionally, but it could be you're still intellectualizing things. Some of you may have a lot of mental clutter going into this full moon that you've also got to let go of too. Overthinking things, or you've learned a lot, Leo. You've learned a lot, and allow whatever you've learned, the wisdom that you've gained, to also let you know when it's time to let go. I feel like you're having a hard time letting go of something or someone that you really, really need to let go of, because there's, again, this brand new that's trying to come through for you. Why are you not letting go of that? Because you still think you can fix it. Because you still are sitting here like, well, but maybe there's a way around it, and it's all here, right? It's like, well, maybe there's a way to fix it, or maybe there's a way to make it better, or maybe I can put some duct tape on it because duct tape works on everything. You know, there's like something here where you're like, you're still feeling like, I feel that because you're so loyal, right? And it's like, I don't know if I really want to let go of that, because I still feel like tied to it in some way. And I feel like there's a way to make it better. There's a way to make it work. I can do this. I can fix it. Like, or I can fix them. Maybe it's that too. I don't know, for somebody out there. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and again, fixed energy, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus. But there's something here that's calling you to say, for the time being, Leo, you've done all you can do. It's not your responsibility to fix that thing or to fix that person. That's not your responsibility anymore. You're carrying the weight of something here that is not yours to bear, because you've got new stuff that is coming for you, or new ideas, new relationships, new whatever, fill in the blank. It's here for you, right? It could be a job. Maybe you're like, well, I've been at this job long enough and I feel responsible. I feel like they need me. I'm tied to this. Maybe it's your colleagues. Maybe you get along well with them and they're like your friends, or it's a community for you or something like that. And you're like, well, but I've been, long enough at this. I feel like it's, it's mine to, no, it's not. There's something here that's wanting you to start fresh, start brand new beginnings for you, boo. So whatever this is that you're holding on to that you really feel like you got to fix, or there's a responsibility that you feel towards it, it's time to give yourself the closure that you need so you can move forward towards this new stuff, new beginnings for you, okay? Now, for some of you, I got to say what I feel, and this isn't going to be for everybody, but for some Leo out there, or someone with the Leo placement, it could be that there's a relationship that you're still holding on to, or a person that you have feelings for that you're still holding on to. And your justification is, well, we can be friends. Well, but we're friends, or, oh, but we're colleagues. Oh, but we're neighbors. Oh, but whatever. Like I can still have them in my life and put them in this box, and that's cool. Or if I stay friends with them, maybe someday it will work out. And I'm telling you, I feel like you've got a new relationship coming that I feel like is going to be better for you. And as long as you're still tethered to this other person, or feel a sense of responsibility towards them, or trying to make it work, or trying to fix it, I feel like you're going to miss this opportunity for some of you, okay? So it's really calling for you to like move on. If it's meant to be, it'll come back around, boo. But this is giving fresh start and need for closure, and need to like let go of holding on a sense of responsibility towards something or someone or whatever that is meant to stay in that old 9-year cycle. Okay. So you can't fix everything or everyone, boo. It's not your responsibility. It's not your job. Whoever that's for, Leo. All right. I'm sending you big hugs and love, boo. All right. Gonna move forward to Virgo. You guys don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thanks so much. Appreciate you. If anyone needs a timestamp, let me know. Liz, it's good to see you guys. I've seen some faces that I haven't seen for a hot second. Not since last year, anyway. Oh, God, the dad joke. I had to. Haven't seen some of y'all since last year. And welcome on into all the new folks. You guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't subbed up to the channel. You guys, if you want to get a quick mini after this live, check the link in the description. Virgo, let's get you a timestamp. 1:29:09 for Virgo. All right. Virgo, what is needing to be seen and healed within you? Let the healing begin. Cancer, full moon vibes, man. Full moon and Cancer vibes. What the? Okay, I don't know, Virgo. Tom Petty's Last Dance. Was it just Tom Petty, or was it Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers? Last Dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. Are some of you guys letting go of the Mary Joanna? I don't know. Or you're letting go of someone. Maybe it's somebody Something that you have, okay, specific, something that you've used as a crutch, you know. So, some of you maybe self-medicate, or there's something or someone that is like been a crutch for you, you know, to kind of bypass maybe some heavier emotions or things that you're not wanting to address or deal with. So you may be letting that go. You may be like, okay, I'm quitting whatever. And I'm not saying that certain vices, don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not so you guys don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not calling out certain specific vices or what have you. What I'm saying is that if there's something that you're using as a crutch to not deal with the deeper wound or the deeper issues, that's when it becomes problematic, right? When you're self-medicating because you don't want to deal with it. Obviously, if you have certain medications or things that you have to take, or you need, or help you to, with certain symptoms that you may have, that's one thing, but you guys know the difference, right? When something becomes like a crutch, instead of like, okay, let me go get surgery on that leg, instead of like hobbling around on this crutch all the time, right? So anyway, whoever that's for. All right, Virgo. VIRGO, Virgo. What's the... Sorry, Virgo. That went in a whole other direction. Let me just get the okay. But that song is like blaring right now. I get it. We hear you. I already said the message. Let's go. All right, Virgo. What needs to be seen and healed in you? Okay. Oh man. Y'all don't hate me on this. I really... Listen. I don't know who this is for, Virgo, but this is very funny what came out for you. Very, very funny. Now, are any of you Virgos Trekkies? Because I'm hearing like, go boldly where no man has gone before. That's Star Trek, right? Virgo, it's not bad. So it's just funny. It's hilarious. Some of you guys, there's like some kind of dreams that you have that you want to pursue, or something here that you want to pursue, but you're pumping the brakes. Like you put a rock on your... No, not a rock. That's the opposite of what I'm trying to say. You're going, Virgo, you're going 5 miles per hour in a 60 mile per hour zone. What's that about? I hope that makes sense. Like, what are you doing? You're on the freeway and you're driving like you're in a school zone. Why? Because I feel like you already know what's going to make you happy, and you already have these particular dreams or something here that you're like excited about. But I don't know if you are telling yourself it's not attainable for some of you. For some of you, deep down, you feel like it's not attainable. For some of you guys, you're afraid of going too fast. For some of you guys, there's like this analysis paralysis that's slowing you down. It could be sometimes I look at the Knight of Pentacles as perfectionism. So it could be an energy of perfectionism. For some of you, it's fear. It's just straight up fear. For some of you guys, you're avoiding a move because you're afraid. I don't know. Or leaving a situation that's toxic or unhealthy for you, or a habit. Again, going back to the Tom Petty song, a habit or a relationship or something that's a crutch for you, but you're having a hard time overcoming it. But you have the desire to, like you do. That's the thing that's funny here, is like you've got the dream, you've got the desire, you've got the drive, but then there's something here that blocks you or stops you or slows you down. And coming back to the Nine of Swords, there could be issues with anxiety or fear, stress, analysis paralysis, the Knight of Pentacles, again, perfectionism. But there's something here where it's like you got the green light and all the cars behind you are honking at you and pissed because you're not moving. But the light is green. It's okay. It's just like I feel like you got this, but you're just delaying your happiness, and you're delaying your joy, and you're delaying the fulfillment of your dream or your goal. Like you're delaying it, you're slowing it down for because of any of those reasons that I named, right? So um so it's whatever is causing this delay or this slowdown that is what's needing healing. And for a lot of you, that's tied to like this devil energy, Capricorn energy. I have Cancer energy, I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So whether that's a belief, mindset, an old story that you've been telling yourself and listening to over and over that's tied to like an old self-concept or identity, or if that is like anxiety, fear, worry, perfectionism, if it is a something that's habitual, that is actually a crutch. And again, the crutches slow you down too. If you get the surgery and you just give yourself the time to heal the leg or whatever, the ankle, the foot, the hip, I don't know. If you just do it, if you just do the dang thing, call your doctor, call your surgeon, schedule the surgery, and you'll get around much faster. You can run again, you can jump again, you can swim again, you can do all the things again, right? So it's getting to the bottom of that, because it's only you, I feel like, that's standing in the way of like your own happiness here and the fulfillment of your dreams here. There's a lot of energy of like movement and travel. So for some of you, maybe you're afraid to like get outside. Literally, I don't know if you have agoraphobia or something like that, but anything else here for Virgo really quick before I move on to the next one? Hey Pam, how you doing? Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, July rain. Listen, boo, listen. Okay, I need you to be in my chat more often, because that is one of the funniest comments I've seen for a hot minute. She goes, they gonna wait till I make sure ain't no one coming through the red lights. People go through red lights. Okay, yeah, ain't no one coming because people go through the red lights. I feel you. She's like, listen, I'm not stupid. And that's the thing though, sometimes when you're too smart or you've had too many life experiences that have taught you something else. That's why as we get older, we are more risk averse. Like we don't take as much chances because we've had the experience, the life experience to teach us like, okay, yeah, I know you're excited about that, but I'm not stupid. I went on the green light as soon as it turned green, and somebody, plowed through me who didn't heed their red, who was trying to make that yellow be a green. You know what I'm saying? I know, I feel you. We've all been there. Okay, so for real, it's true. But that's also wise wisdom there too. Some doors we close, others we lock. Listen, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. But I understand. I get this energy, Virgo. I have 4 Virgo placements. I get it. I get it. All right. Anything else really quickly on Virgo? VIRGO Virgo. I think that was your reading, but yeah, boo. It's based on past experiences, and there's definitely, and look at this, is so freaking funny too, because it's the 9 of Wands, and y'all know he kind of looks like he's got an issue. Well, he's got an issue on his head, but he's giving crutches to me too. He's holding he's holding one of the wands like it's a crutch. So I just feel like you need to understand, Virgo, you have all the power within you, Gemini energy, to make whatever this dream is, this wish, this hope is, to come true. I feel like believe in yourself. But I think sometimes what stops us too, though, or slows us down, is that lack of belief in ourselves. Like deep down, we don't feel like we are worthy of it, or we don't feel like we can do it, or we've got the skills or the talents or the ability or whatever. You know, there's something that's telling us. And that's why I feel like there's a need here, Virgo, to kind of look at whatever those stories are that you've been rehearsing. Because this is telling me you've got the right stuff, baby. You got it. Like you got everything that you need to make this wish, this hope, this dream, this desire to come true. It's just getting over whatever that fear is, letting go of that crutch, whatever is slowing you down from reaching your goal. And Bo believes in you too. See, he does. Right, Bubba's? Yeah, he does. He said, I believe in you, Virgo. So you got this, boo. I'm going to leave you with that. Let's go to the next sign. Hey, Bubba, you want to come up here? Come on. He's pissed because I put him on camera. He's like, I just wanted to sit in your lap. I didn't want to be on the camera and be on the microphone, Jess. He's like, I just wanted to be on your lap. Listen. All right. Libra, let's get it for you. All right. Where's the timestamp for Libra? Libra, we're going to get you at 1:42:15. Libra. Hey, Libra. Hey, Libra. Hey. All right. What needs to be seen and healed within you, Libra, boo? And thank you, Virgos. I hope that helps. All right. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node, whichever Libra placement you want to watch for. LIBRA, Libra. Oh, man, not another one. Libra, do you also have trust issues too? So many people with trust issues. Hold on. Let me, real quick, because I don't know if I liked how that came out. But just so you know, that could be something that you may need to look at healing within you. I'm also getting honesty. Honesty is the best policy. All right, LIBRA, Libra. Oh, shut the front door. Shut the front door. Did you guys see how I shuffled that? Did you see that? The same. This is why, like, this shit is legit. This is the card that came out for you before. I put it all back. I shuffled, did my little thing again, and literally the same card flew out for you. So 7 of Swords is the energy. It's the energy. Wow. Okay, that card also was okay. Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, if that means anything to you. Hold on. You make my dreams come true. Do, 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 do. Tell me what's crowning that Seven of Swords. That's so funny. I'm hearing Johnny Lang. I don't know if you guys even know who Johnny Lang is, but I'm a big fan of his. Haven't listened to his music. Well, he hasn't been able to make music, which is really sad because of health issues. But anyway, beside the point. His first like mainstream-ish hit was called Lie to Me, and I'm hearing that song. Lie to me. I don't even want to try to sing it. It's blues, okay? It's blues. It's a man voice. It's a deep man voice. I'm not even going to try to go there. But the lyrics go, lie to me. And the part of the song that I was hearing was like, lie to me. Tell me that you'll never leave. And I'll just try to make believe it's true. It feels like there's a discrepancy between like what it is that you really want, Libra, and but also believe but what you feel like you can actually get. It even makes sense. It's what happens when people find themselves in this sort of energy is like they end up, for example, like speaking, like putting it in the context of a relationship. This is the energy, right? It's like you really, really want love. You really want to be in a relationship, but deep down, you're either afraid of commitment or you're afraid that you're going to find somebody that meets either your expectations when it comes to a partner or meet somebody who's actually going to reciprocate feelings for you. Because again, maybe there is abandonment wound here, or an ex that you've experienced a situation with an ex that was unpleasant. So without getting into all of that, what happens sometimes is people intentionally who are coming from that place of woundedness will then be attracted to people that subconsciously they know don't reciprocate, or who they know will abandon them, or they know won't commit or whatever. So because you're sabotaging yourself in real life, in real time, right? Because deep down you don't believe that you can actually have the thing that you want. So you're subconsciously choosing partners that are going to fulfill that deeply held belief, which is I'm not worthy of love, or my partner's abandoned me, or they leave me, or I can't find someone who's actually going to be a good match for me, or I'm not going to find someone who actually loves me for me, or whatever. There's something deep down that's a woundedness inside that's like causing you to choose people that will fulfill that deeply held belief. Okay, I hope that's making sense to y'all. But that's the energy that I'm kind of picking up, is like you want something so badly, but there's a sense of fear around this thing that you really, really, really desire. And so there's an energy of maybe sabotage that you're experiencing in your life. And this is feeling very much like it's strongly tied to somebody's like romantic life. Because you need to fix that fear first, right? Or whatever that is that you're telling yourself, like, I'm not gonna, people abandon me, people leave me, people don't commit to me, people don't, love me for me, people don't reciprocate, but you want it so badly, right? So it's like, fix that fear or that energy of distrust or disbelief that you can have the thing that you really, really want. Doing that, I feel like, is going to lead you down the path towards getting what it is that you really, really want, right? Without sabotaging yourself. I hope that is making sense to you guys, because it's very strong, the energy. But I did hear, I was hearing Johnny Lang's lie to me. So maybe you're used to people not being honest with you, or maybe you're not being honest with yourself. Maybe you're not being honest with yourself, boo. So again, take it as it resonates for you. I feel like people with this energy too sometimes can get caught up a lot in like limerence, because they love the like feeling of love, or they get kind of obsessed with the idea, or they romanticize love, but they don't really set themselves up to experience something real with somebody, because that requires vulnerability. And if you've been hurt and you're afraid that's going to happen, and that's the story you're telling yourself, is like, this isn't going to work out, then there's this like, there's a sense of, I'll just like romanticize and fantasize, and I'll be happy and comfortable with that and safe there. So anyway, I hope that's making sense for somebody too. I feel like too, there's a indecisiveness that I'm picking up with you too, Libra. I'm not trying to come for y'all, Libras. I love y'all. I'm just reading what I'm seeing. But for some of you, there may be an indecisiveness, and there's a need to be decisive. Okay, when it comes to like choosing your path and listening more to your intuition. So it's like when you got different options in front of you, I don't know if I should do the thing that I feel really passionate about, or the thing that I feel like emotionally connected to, or I should choose this one or choose that one, or whatever. There's this feeling of kind of like I'm feeling indecisive, and that I feel like you need to really know yourself truly, Libra, and figure out, okay, what is it that is really best for me? What really suits me? But also there's a sense here of like trusting your intuition and not just being up in here when it comes to making decisions. And I feel like Aquarius kind of had a lot of this like heady energy too. And maybe that's an air sign thing. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So like learning to trust your intuition and making decisions that aren't just based on your thoughts, your head, your logic, your reason, I think will also serve you well. Okay, Libra, that's what I got for you, boo. All right. Hey, Angie. Hey, boo. Hey. CJ. There's a lot of energy in the news. Bo has old man face. Yeah. People say, who is it that, is it Janet that, or Sunny D? And somebody's always saying, he has resting bow face. It's so funny. Well, he is kind of an old man. Bo's like either 11 or 12 now. He either just turned, not just, but in August, I believe, is most likely when he was born. And I believe that he's a Leo, but he was born, he just turned either 11 or 12. I think 12 actually. So he's a little bit up there. Maybe Sunny D. Okay. Yeah, somebody is always saying he has resting bow face. He's actually a very happy cat. He's not grumpy at all. He's not, he's bossy. He can be a little bossy and a little sassy, but he's actually a very happy, very gregarious, very outgoing, very energetic kind of kitty cat. So, but he is bossy. He does like to have things his way. And when he wants it. It's not you either. Who is it that says that all the time? It's neither of you guys. Now that's gonna bother me. I really could have sworn it was one of you guys. Let's see. Did I miss anybody saying hi to before I go to the next one? Pammy is here. So happy to have you here. Yeah, you guys, Hipsy questions are open if you guys want to check the link in the description for that. All right, let's get it. Scorpio. 154.54. Scorpio. Zing a zing zing, sting a sting. Get your stingers out, Scorpio. How you doing? How you doing? All right, let's see. Whew, what needs to be seen and healed within you, boo? What needs to be seen and healed within you, Scorpio? One more shuffle. I have decided to follow Jesus. I don't know this word. I have decided. What in the Scorpio, you had the most cards come out. My gosh. Okay. It's a lot, Scorpio. Well, I do see you kind of laying down the law here about something. But what in the heck is happening here? Some of you have done some reflection, some introspection, and it feels like you've kind of decided to really sort of set firmer boundaries for yourself, to kind of stand your ground when it comes to what it is that you want. Some of you might have been, now this is not for everybody, but some of you might have been in a relationship where you felt sort of controlled. Whoever this is for, like, you might have been in it may have been a marriage or some other kind of committed, stable relationship. It may have been even when you were growing up in your childhood, like in your family. There's an energy here of like you might have been in an environment where you felt very controlled. I heard subjugated. And I feel like there was a period of time that you kind of took to yourself to really reflect and to learn how to love yourself and to really kind of figure out who you are and what you want, and understand that you don't need necessarily other people to co-sign whatever it is that you're planning to do in your life. You don't need their approval. You don't need necessarily even their support. Like, you're in this space, I feel like now, where your healing is moving you towards, I don't really care about your opinions. I don't care what you think. This is my life. This is who I am. And these are my plans, and I'm going to execute them. And it's almost like giving this energy of like starting over from scratch. It's giving kind of like, okay, the movie, it's the Brittany Murphy movie where she was, it's not really quite right, but the one where she was with Dakota Fanning, where she was like this really rich girl, and then she like lost everything and she becomes a nanny, right? To Dakota Fanning's character. But it's like, but that wasn't her choice. That's the difference in the energy, is like that wasn't her choice. It was, it kind of happened to her. But for you, it's like, no, this is my choice. And if I have to say no to that, like, great paying job with the soul sucking, in the soul sucking, like, corporate environment or whatever, some of you, maybe you work in the legal field, but it doesn't matter. The point is like, if I have to say no to that, like, big paycheck in order to, or that cushy contract or whatever, because my morals, my values, my beliefs are different, or what I want to do is different than that, and I have to start all over from scratch, or like go back to school or study this thing, that's okay, because I'm following the leading and guiding of my own inner wisdom, right? This is not feeling right for me. Or I know I was raised in this particular religion or culture, but it doesn't feel right for me and who I am and where I'm headed and what I want to do. So I'm, I know that you guys will not necessarily accept my choice and where I'm headed, but this is my choice. This is my plan. This is my life and my future. And this is the direction I feel I want to head in, right? Or yeah, this relationship gives me a sense of stability. I have this home, I have this family, I have this whatever, but I don't feel like this is for me anymore. I want a soulmate connection, or I want community or family of people who really support me, or who are not just providing a sense of stability or comfort for me materially, but who actually like get me and, I feel a deep connection with. So it's like, whatever the case is here, you're standing up for yourself. You're reaffirming your personal beliefs, your values, your plans for your future, what you want to do going forward. And I think you're making some decisions to like finally articulate like your truth, right? So that's really what I have for you on that, Scorpio. But good for you, because I feel like a lot of the work you've already done and you're continuing to do. And the big step was it started really with that self-reflection. It started with kind of pulling yourself away from what was providing you that sense of stability, which I know can be incredibly scary. But in order to really like dive deep within and understand like what your truth was, what you believed, what you wanted to do in your future, what you wanted your life to look like, the people you wanted to surround yourself with, the kind of relationship you wanted to have, instead of like just going with the flow of what was told to you or how you were raised or what environment you've been in for, the past 9-year cycle. It's like, no, I feel like that's not where I'm feeling called right now. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. And good on you for that too. Thank you so much. Zing a zing, sting a stink. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Check the description of the video for links and all the good stuff for bookings, etc., etc., etc. 444. Julia, hey boo. Hey Natalia, or not Natalia, sorry, Natalie Lacey. Hi Natalie. You're so welcome, boo. Julia, how you doing? Are you a Scorpio rising? I don't know if I realized that. I know, I think I only have one Scorpio placement. I don't know where it is. I don't know. It's something obscure. If I even have that, maybe when I think there's like one. I think I have almost every sign in my chart somewhere. I think there's like one that I'm missing, and I can't remember which one it is. Hey Mojo Tarot, how you doing? Light Beam Mojo, how are you feeling? I saw that you were not feeling well. I hope you're feeling better. Uptown Girls. Thank you, Julia. Yes, that is it. Thank you. Uptown Girls. That's the movie I was thinking of. Man, I loved Brittany Murphy. That was really tragic. All right, y'all. Look at all the cute emojis. Thank you, Pam. All right. You guys ready for Sagittarius? Don't forget, there's a few spots for questions after this live, so go ahead and hit me up on Hipsy, link in description. I'm going to take a quick break after I do Sagittarius, which is this very last sign. And then I will come back to do the questions. And let's get it. Sagittarius 20410 Sagittarius. It's so crazy. Like, this wasn't short, but it felt like it was a very short live. I don't know why. All right, let's go. Sagittarius, happy full moon in Cancer. If you're watching this during the Cancer full moon, or if you're watching this later, because it is timeless, we can always see what needs to be seen and what needs to be healed within us. We all can always take a look at that. We don't have to wait for a full moon to release what needs to be released, but it just felt appropriate for today. So let's see. Sagittarius, what needs to be seen and healed within you, boo? Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, you guys. Bookings and all the good stuff, links are in the description. Thanks for subbing to the channel. Let's go. Sagittarius, Sagittarius. All right. Saggy, what needs to be seen and healed? Ooh, interesting. Oh my, Saggy. These are beautiful cards, actually. I mean, if I were just, I mean, because this is such positive and beautiful energy, but if I were to look at it in terms of like what needs to be seen and healed within you, there could be like a child wound with regard to like family or community, or like needing to, for some of you, you just literally need to let your inner child come out and play and have some fun and be seen. Your inner child, for some of you, is like screaming for attention. Is like, hey, pay attention to me. Let's have some fun. Let's go do something fun. Let's go play. Let's not take life so seriously. And I mean, that's so Sagittarius energy. I don't know. If I know Sagittarius is, there's definitely this like, Saggy, come out and play. Like, you guys, like, definitely like a little mischief and a little fun and a little like carefree, lighthearted vibes and energy and jokes and good times. I mean, I am a Saggy moon. But there is this like sense of needing that deeper connection to like a childlike sense of wonderment, of creativity, of exploration, of fun, and being seen and feeling loved and nurtured. And I feel like there's something here with regard to like community and you embracing the love and the support of community and feeling seen within that beautiful, loving, supportive community. So again, not seeing a lot of negative or bad cards, except I am seeing maybe there's a competitive energy here, or a struggle when it feels like trying to get ahead. And maybe you do feel like, I don't know, for example, like if you came from like a very large family, maybe you were like the one that felt like you didn't get as much attention, or you were one that like was always the, you know, the last one to get, you know, the food, and you're always fighting with your siblings over like the last Twinkie or something. I don't even know where that came from because I never even ate Twinkies growing up, but whatever. Like there may have been something where there's still this like inherent sort of sense of competition or competitive energy when it comes to like getting ahead or pushing your dreams forward or trying to meet your goals. Okay, so maybe there's this belief that, oh, there's always a sense of competitiveness, or I need to kind of get ahead, or I need to kind of be seen. And there's this feeling with the 3 of Cups and the 10 of Cups of need to like look at community in a more holistic and loving and supportive way, and not looking at it as like these people are my competition. Like in an industry that I worked in, we coined this phrase co-competitors instead of competitors, a feeling of like we're all collaboratively working in the same field or in this same environment or what have you, but it's not like we're competing against each other, where there's a sense of like collective collaboration around it, right? About whatever it is that we're doing or accomplishing, or the work that we are involved with. So it's a feeling of like you needing to heal this sort of, maybe for some of you, again, an inner child wound of like feeling like safe and supported and loved and nurtured within a community environment, specifically like family, friends, and not necessarily feeling like everyone is competing with you or they're trying to like bring you down or stop you from getting ahead, but feeling like, no, I can look at these people as co-competitors, not competitors. Like I want to find an environment where I can be seen and recognized, but not feel like, how do I explain it? not feel like me being seen dims somebody else's light, or somebody else being seen or recognizes dims my light. But there's a sense of love and support that we have for with each other, and everyone is being seen and recognized, and everyone is getting equal amounts of love and attention and that sort of thing, right? So I hope that that's resonating and definitely making sense for you guys. But there's definitely a sense of like yeah, really feeling like there's a need to feel loved, supported, nurtured, and cared for in a community of friends, of family. And being able to embrace that and feel open to it. And again, not feeling this energy of like uh, fighting or competitiveness when it comes to that environment, right? So, and also, again, letting your inner child come out and play and have some fun. Indulge your, especially for some of you, could be creative. You could have Cancer in your chart, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy is pretty strong here in your reading. Some of you too, I'm going to say, when it comes to like relationships and like soulmate connections and even like best friends, there may be something here where you feel like people that you've been friends with or people you've been in relationships with, you hit a wall with them where like things are going forward in a really positive way, but then there's some kind of struggle or fight, or you feel like they're trying to get one over on you, or again, you start to feel like you're in competition with one another, or egos come out or something like that. So there's a need to kind of check that, maybe look into that if that does resonate. Why do I feel that? Why does that tend to happen? Is that coming from the other person, or is there something within me that's feeling like I'm not getting enough recognition or attention? And you know what I mean? And so I'm turning this into a competition instead of a collaboration or support, right? So yeah, I feel like mostly overall like good vibes on this Sagittarius. A lot of this is really feeling like it's about feeling seen and loved and supported in community, especially when it comes to like friends and family, and again, indulging your inner child. um yeah, and dropping any egoic energy around like competition when it comes to others. Then that's what I got for you, boo. Honestly, truthfully. Um Gemini energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like too, some of you are gonna get more confident about following your dreams or believing in yourself, especially when it comes to like any sort of creative goals or ambitions that you have. There's something here where I feel like you're moving into a really beautiful season for some of you. For some of you, I'm getting very strong energy around like a relationship building here. It could start as a friend and then grow to something more, but some of you could also be getting an invitation to a wedding. Maybe that's yours. Maybe some. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on there, but this is not a new good, and it's it's not a predictive reading, so I'll try to refrain from that. Some of you are feeling a strong desire to like maybe have a family or start a family or have kids. That's not for everybody, obviously. Some of you like started to give up hope on that because maybe you ended a relationship with someone and now you're kind of like, well, I don't have anyone to do that with. But I think it's coming. I feel like there will be somebody here. So that's obviously not for everybody, but whoever that was for, just to give you a little bit of hope there. All right. And that's all the signs, y'all. We did it. We went Capricorn to Sagittarius. If you guys missed any of your signs from your chart, you can scroll back. If you need a timestamp, ask me now and I will deliver. So before I move on to my questions, if you guys want to book a quick mini read right now, I got a few spots still open and they're filling up. So definitely check the link in the description for that information. I will most likely also be doing questions tomorrow too, but if you guys want it now is the time to book it. And it's Hipsy. It's super easy peasy and squeezy to set up your thing on Hipsy and utilize that. And it makes it so much easier for me to manage the questions through that platform. So if you guys want to do that, check it out. And while I go take a very brief break. So thanks. What happened? Am I here? Did I disappear? What happened? So you guys, all my light beam babies, you guys, if you were winner chicken dinner of a giveaway, which I saw Mojo Jojo, you were. I know there's a few of you in here that were. So just in case you guys, you don't see the link in the. Oh crap! Is it not in there? Oh, maybe I didn't put it in the description. My bad. You're so right. Oh my gosh, you guys. I put it on the post on the channel, but I didn't put it in the description of the. Oh my gosh, I wish I knew that earlier. Okay. It's not in the description. Yikes. Okay. Thank you for that, Nixie. I guess I was thinking that it was because I had it on that post, but I think you're right. I forgot to put it in the description of the video. So it's there now. It's there in the chat and it's not in the description still. You got an email from me, Angel? Okay, boo. Thanks, Pam. Blessings to you, boo. So, oh yeah, so my peeps, my light beans, those are channel members. If you guys want to join and be a member of the channel, hit the join button. But for those of you who won, I still don't have access to the hello@mytaropist.com email yet. Hopefully tomorrow, but just in case, you guys can also email me mytaropist@gmail.com. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't have the Hipsy link up in the description this whole time, y'all. It's pinned in the chat. It's pinned in the chat if you guys want to book a live with me right now. Apologies for that. This whole time I didn't realize. All right. I desperately need to take a quick break and I will be right back to answer those questions. So again, link is in the chat pinned. Apologies. I will not have that mistake made yesterday. Tomorrow. Tomorrow I will have that fixed. All right, I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, NIXIE. Okay. For those of you who are looking for a quickie, oh my god, I'm coming. So if you need a timestamp though for any of the signs that we did for all signs, do please go ahead and drop a comment in the chat, and I will let you know what this timestamp was for that sign. So I got a list. I have a couple spots still open, or a few spots actually. So if you guys want to book, I'll also be on tomorrow as well, doing questions if you guys want to get a reading done instead. Either which way is cool with Jess. And I'm going to really quickly add the link to the description as well. I feel terrible that I did not have that done before. Apologies on that. So Janet, and then Maria, and then NIXIE. And you guys are free to like stay in chitty chat if you would like to as well. Okay. Trying to edit this. Sorry, you guys. Hold on one second, and then we'll get on with Janet. Thank you for your patience. And members, for the free members questions, I'm going to start those for the January questions tomorrow as well. So if you guys are a member of the channel, because I saw someone left me a comment and wanted to know, hold on. Okay. Okay. So I saw someone who's a new, and I have a couple of new members to the channel. So thank you guys. All right, it should be in the description now. Okay. And so they wanted to know what's up with the member questions, and they are starting tomorrow. And I usually give, for those of you who may be a new member, I usually give like a few opportunities throughout the month to do your member questions. So don't feel like if you missed one of the lives that you have to, that you missed it completely. In fact, I kind of like having them a little bit spread out. So it helps me. So if you missed one, you're okay. You are a-okay. You're not gonna not get your question. And what I do typically too is if for some reason I never got your question done on a live, I ask you to email them to me, and then I'll record it and put it up for you. So so there's that as well. No member left behind. All right, Janet, 224 for Janet. All right, Janet, let's see, your question is, this new coworker is trying to ask me on a date, I think. I don't believe in dating coworkers. I feel like you've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I think it really depends on the situation, but for me, it wasn't good, but that was a very specific type of environment. So I've seen it work very well for others. So, all right. Anyway, is he just looking for a hookup or something more? Let's check into that, Ms. Janet. Ms. Janet. Yo, yo, yo. What's the deal, yo, with this coworker? What's going on with Janet and this coworker? What does he want? What are his intentions for Janet. Oh, thank you, CJ. There's Janet. And Maria's here too. Okay, awesome. And Nixie will be right back. Anybody else? The link is pinned in the chat and also is in the description. All right. How does this guy, what are his intentions for Janet in this connection? What are his intentions? Sorry. Oh, Janet. Well, the main, okay. I'm laughing, Boo, because sometimes this card does show up for me and I don't want to deter you because he actually does seem like he's an okay guy. From the energy vibes I'm getting. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I know you are Taurus. So I'm getting so the Eight of Wands, it came out. And the reason I laughed like that is because this for me has shown up, does show up, I should say, not has, but does show up sometimes in terms of like lots and lots of sex. Okay. So, but it's also an energy, like when I get it for a relationship or a connection, I should say, that's like fairly new, it's usually indicative of like someone who just is really excited about the connection and especially really likes the conversations and like lots of back and forth with you and that kind of thing. Is got really good energy, is feeling super enthusiastic. You have Six of Cups underneath that. So there's something I feel like that feels either familiar to you about you or like safe or makes them feel like, oh, I really like talking to Janet. I don't know if you guys like reminisce on the past together or there's like or there's just a feeling of familiarity between the two of you that at least he's feeling, because remember, I'm trying to tap into like his energy. So there's kind of a feeling of familiarity, a feeling of I really am excited about talking to this person. It feels good. It feels nice. I'm really excited. I also have the Knight of Pentacles, which is weird because we've got a slow moving energy and then a fast moving energy. So I don't know if I'm picking up on both of your energies, if like one of you is a little bit of a slower mover, the other one's a little faster. I am getting a lot, I'm not going to lie, there's a little bit of like a sexual vibe there. I don't know if he like did make a move or tried to or said something or tried to initiate something or flirt with you. And maybe he felt is kind of like in his head about, oh, did she reject me? Was that not received well with the Eight of Cups? Or again, flip switch, reverse it if you need to. Oftentimes these kind of readings will pick up on both energies. So there may be like a little bit of this like, oh, I'm not sure if I was just ghosted or if I was just rejected. Tell me a little bit more about the Eight of Wands though, just to clarify. Let's see what's crowning that Eight of Wands. If it is a sexual energy or if it's something else. But mostly, I mean, with the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Cups is giving like cozy, like, oh, there's a sense of like, this feels familiar, it feels comfortable. And so it's making me really excited. And I like conversing with this person because there's a sense, again, of like familiarity and comfort. Eight of Wands. What's crowning that? For Janet, Janet, Janet. If anyone needs a timestamp for a sign and you're watching this live, do let me know, or you're just tuning in. I will give you a timestamp. And I will post the timestamps as soon as I'm done here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Meh. I think it's both. I mean, I'm not going to negate the other match because that feels very strong. Like, again, the familiarity and the comfort. But there is also an attraction and a sexual component to it, too. Queen of Wands is what's crowning the Eight of Wands. So, yeah, I mean, I think it is coming from this place of also, oh, I'm attracted to this person. And I'm feeling a little spicy. I'm feeling a little sassy. I'm feeling like, okay, I could hit it. I could hit it. few times, several times, more than one time. It's not giving like one and done. If that's what you're thinking, it's not giving one and done, but it is giving, yeah, I could hit it a few times, several times. But again, there's also something that's coming through of like a fear, concern around like, I don't know if there's somebody has gone quiet on the other for right now, or again, if there was like something initiated and then someone blocked it, or shut it down. But I am getting that there may be a fear of commitment as well coming through, just slightly, or unsure, or someone who's a little bit unsure about whether this could be long term. So again, not seeing for sure the long term, but seeing that it's coming from a genuine place of, I feel comfortable here. This feels familiar. It feels safe. It feels good. And I really enjoy conversing with this person. And there's a strong attraction and desire that is growing and that I'm feeling. But whether this is going somewhere long term, I'm still really unclear about that. You know, if I want that even. And or someone again could have initiated something already that the other person is feeling like, did they shut me down? So take it as it resonates and take what resonates. But that's what I got for you on that, boo. I hope that helps. You scared him off, you think? Hey, Ms. L, how you doing, boo? Yes, that could be. Yes, it was odd. It was odd texts. Odd texts. Uh-oh. So okay, with a lot of 801s also can be like digital communication for me as a reader as well. So like so texting, communicating online, like DMs, that kind of thing. So you kind of shut it down. No. It's maybe better to be safe than sorry, especially if like work is involved, you know? So I totally understand that. I totally understand it. But now at least maybe that gives you a better idea of where he's coming from. So all right, boo. Big hugs to you, Janet, boo. I hope that helped. Cats are face planted in their gushy food. I love it. At least buy me a dinner. I feel you. I mean, I haven't really been out there dating for a long time, and definitely not in the US for a long time. So I don't know how it is right now if men are and women are like going on proper dates, because it kind of felt like that was starting to die last time I was out in the dating world, so to speak, that people kind of had stopped like actually going on real dates. It was just like let's meet up at somebody's house or apartment or wherever, condo, wherever they live, you know what I mean? And nobody was actually like, people were wanting to skip steps, you know what I mean? And there was no like courting going on. It's different here because I feel like it's like two extremes here where I'm living now. It's like either you're having a very private, secret relationship that's like predominantly sex based, like sneaking around and nobody knows that you're seeing this person, or you're in a very committed, serious relationship. It's kind of like you go either straight to like we're together and we're in a relationship, or it's like we're secretly, privately hooking up, because I live on a small island. So it's like, you know, people don't, I feel like it's like 1 degree of separation from anybody else on this island. So anyone will get in your business, and there's a small pool of people to choose from. So it's like you don't want everyone to know that you are dating so many different people, if that makes sense. So it's like kind of messed up like that here. So it's like when you're out dating, it's like people know you're actually a couple. If you're seen out in a restaurant with somebody, you're probably already like a committed couple. All right, Maria. Okay, he wanted to meet up at his house. So that's the Ace of Wands there. So yeah. They're all crazy. Oh no, that's scary too. All right, we did Janet. Now we're doing Maria. If you guys want to book a 1 question, 2 question, or an oracle reading, you can go to the link in the description or the pinned comment in the chat. Okay, so Maria, we have 2 questions for you, boo. Okay. Let me give you a timestamp. 2:36. Okay, let's see. Maria Francis is sick or he's just cheated on me. He said he's going to retire. Is that true? I know he's dealing with a lot. My question is, should I trust him? Thank you. You are amazing. Thank you. You are too, Angel Boo. All right. Let's dig into this. So first of all, is he sick or did he cheat? This is for Maria and Francis. Let's see. He said he's going to retire. Is that true? So basically, I mean, at the heart of this, you really just want to know, is this man honest or is he not honest? So let's skip ahead to that first, and then we'll dive a little bit deeper here. Delaney, let me know if you need a timestamp, anybody that is just joining. Hey, Delaney Boo. If you're just joining, I have all the timestamps, so do let me know if you want timestamp for any sign. All right, let's get into it. This is for Maria and Francis. Maria. Maria. Ding. All right. Maria and Francis. Is Francis honest? Like, what can you tell us about his honesty, his sincerity? I mean, yeah, that looks like a yes, boo. Yeah, he's going through a lot of internal struggles here. He's coming across as kind of deeply unhealthy, I'm not gonna lie. The Devil, the Hermit, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and then the 5 of Swords. So I feel like he's struggling with a lot internally here. I don't know if he's also trying to overcome maybe some kind of addiction. I'm hearing the song, I get knocked down, then I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. There's something where I feel like his energy is kind of saying, like, every time I try to get back up, I get knocked down. He may feel a lot of like external struggle or fight around him. But generally, overall, we have the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Empress. So this was the main energy when I asked, you know, is he honest? Is he trustworthy? Like, what's the vibe? I mean, this feels to me like, yeah, it feels like somebody who feels for you. The Empress, Taurus energy, Libra energy, also Libra feeling. I mean, the 6 of Pentacles is not Libra energy, but I'm looking at the scales here, and so it's reminiscent of Libra energy to me. But there's something here where, yeah, this is somebody who's coming across as loyal, sincere, who is reciprocal, who's trying to match your energy, who maybe feels equally about you as you do them, who is coming across as like a soulmate connection, someone who's generous or caring, or at least maybe that's how he perceives you, coming through with the Empress. So, I mean, it feels very much like I'm not getting anything that's saying that he's dishonest. The devil to me is not feeling like a dishonest energy. It is feeling, especially paired with that hermit and then the five of swords, external to that hermit energy. It's feeling like he's going through a lot of internal struggles. And it kind of feels like when he comes out of himself, out of that hermiting energy, that he gets knocked down, that he's getting this sort of energy of, it also feels like there's a specific person maybe here that's like, you know, every time he tries to get back up, they're like pushing him out. This is giving me like two cats that are fighting, you know, and like the one cat in the box is like, no, my box, you can't come in here, it's for me, it's my box. But I mean, you know what I mean, like there's something here where he's like, dang, I can't, you know, every time I try to like engage with the world or come out or engage with maybe a specific person, I'm feeling like I'm being met with a fight, you know, and I'm already dealing with so much inside and it's feeling like I keep getting knocked down. So it's a lot. But I'm not seeing an energy of deception. But let's see. See a lot of stress and worry and anxiety and a lot of struggle here, but ooh, Lord, let's check on the other things you asked, boo. He's got some inner demons that he's battling with as well. So it's like he's feeling the struggle inside and he's feeling the struggle outside. This is kind of going through a lot. And I don't know if there is an addiction that he's trying to overcome, like I said, as well. He's sick, he just cheated on me, he's gonna retire. Did Francis cheat? Well, hold on. Hold on. He may have struggled with fidelity in the past. That may be something that he's trying to overcome. But I don't necessarily see that he's presently done that. Did he cheat? Or is he cheating currently? No, I don't think he is now, but I'm not gonna lie. There's something maybe in the past where he did struggle with fidelity. But right now, no. I've got the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Right now, I feel like he's really trying to be loyal and faithful to one person. So maybe that is you. What's your sign again, boo? Let's see. He just tells me, trust me, believe me, please, you're hurting me. Oh, boo. I told him I'm gonna start going out. Remember, I'm here. Please, you can go out, have fun, but I'm coming home this month. Okay. He's coming across as someone who's like really, I feel like he's waiting to, I don't know if you guys are actually married or engaged, but like he's kind of, maybe he's waiting to propose to you or waiting to commit or to make you some kind of an offer here. He's maybe asking here for patience with the temperance energy. Again, a lot of anxiety and stress here that he's possibly feeling and wanting to move towards like a calmer more peaceful place in this connection or this relationship with you, and is asking for patience there. But yeah, it's feeling like he may have struggled in the past. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not seeing it now though. I feel like now he's showing up in this energy. Like he's trying to be committed, strong, stable, all that kind of thing. He's trying to overcome whatever those inner demons are. But what about, so it's long distance. I know I think I've read for you guys before, actually. Maria, the other question you had was like if he's going to retire. Maria and Francis. What's the energy around Francis retiring? I think this guy is, I mean, from what I'm seeing, Boo, I think he's being really honest and wanting to maybe spend more time with you, have more closeness, have a family, have a relationship, be with you. I feel like that's his dream. He's definitely dealing with some woundedness here. But he's got the 7 of Wands, so I don't know if he feels a lot of resistance. Like that's what he wants. So here's the thing. There's like the difference between what we really, really want and are hopeful for and what is actually achievable and attainable. So I feel like what he really does want and what he's dreaming of and is this Lovers and 10 of Cups. But there's something here where I feel like he's feeling this resistance to attaining that dream. So why is the 7 of Wands what's crowning that 7 of Wands? Why is it here? Whew, there's a lot of fighting going on. There's a lot of fighting going on. What's up with that? The 5 of Swords again, crowning now the 5 of Wands. So I don't know where the fight's coming from, but it's like this is what he wants, is what it's telling me, right? But he feels like I don't know if I can attain it because I'm always fighting and I'm always having to like fight for this. I feel like it's a struggle. I feel like I'm having to defend myself or with that 7 of Wands energy, or I feel like I'm having to set boundaries or I'm having to whatever, you know? So it's giving like he's invested in this, but he is starting to kind of, I don't know if he's starting to lose hope or he's starting to feel defeated or like beat down. He could be sick or not well. I feel too that in order to retire, he's got this like idea in his mind of what kind of money he needs to have saved up or where he wants to be financially, in terms of his financial stability, right? So it may be that he doesn't quite feel like he's there yet as well with that 5 of Pentacles showing up on top of the King of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. So he may not feel like he's quite where he wants to be financially in order to retire, but it's the desire for sure. Like kind of like he wants to sort of ride off into the sunset with you and just be close and focus on the relationship. But there's a lot of fighting and that's weighing on him because he's already dealing with a lot inside. And then in addition to that, there may be an energy here too of like, I want to retire, but I'm also feeling like I may not be at the place I want to be financially to do so. So I hope that helped, Boo. I hope that answered all of the questions. Oh, thank you, Angel Boo. You're always fighting him. No, don't do it. You may be trapped by a cat when it's your turn. Oh, that's okay, Boo. Trust issues. Okay. He told you he's getting everything that he did all those 8 years on his career. He wants to travel. Okay. So I don't know if it's financially, he's feeling like, I don't know if I'm quite where I want to be, or if it's physically, like the 5 of Pentacles could go either way. But with all that Pentacle energy, it's feeling for me like, especially 7 of Pentacles underneath that, it may be financially related. So, but you know, I really feel like whoever this guy is, he's dealing with a lot of stuff. He's really trying to battle some inner demons here. He may have had a past or a history of being unfaithful, which maybe that's where your trust issues are coming from. I'm not sure, or just because you're not there with each other. But he's coming to me like he's being honest with you. Like everything you're saying, he's saying right back in the energy. So it does feel like his heart is there with you and he's trying to do the right thing by you. But I do think the fighting is really wearing on him. He's kind of giving this, like, I need a soft place to land. I'm already dealing with so much internally. Like when I come out of that hermit space, I need to feel like I'm trusted. I need to feel like I'm loved on. I need someone who's like supporting me emotionally. So I hope that helps. Oh, thank you, boo. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, boo. Gosh, you're so generous and so sweet and so kind. My gosh. Thank you, Angel. Yeah, so I hope that helped. He does really come off like he's trying to do the right thing, and he really does care about you a lot. So all right, boo. Beijinhos. Thank you so much. Keep me posted. Okay. Thank you, Angel, again, boo. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. And I feel like you were also one of the winners. Email me if I think you were, maybe I'm wrong, but if you were a winner from the members, do email me at mytherapist@gmail.com. Okay, we did Angel Boo and now Nixie Boo. If you guys I still have some spots available. If you want to get in on the list, it is the link is in the description for HIPC readings, for mini reads, and also pinned in the comments. If you guys are coming on and going back to the all signs, do let me know if you need a timestamp. I have them here, and I will also include them after after I'm done with the live and we're done. So, all right, let's go. Nixie, let me get you a timestamp. Nixie has kitties on the lap. You're so welcome, Angel. Okay. Yeah, the hello@mytherapist.com is not working right now. Hopefully tomorrow will be fixed. So maybe we'll connect tomorrow, Angel, then. Big hugs and love to you, boo. All right, so Nixie, I'm going to give you a timestamp, my friend. 2:53:05 for Nixie Boo. And your question is, will things work out such that E and I can move in together? Nixie, E is a friend. We're talking about it, but he's trying to find a better job, and I may have to wait a while. Oh my goodness. Okay. Why am I here? You say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. I don't think that's your situation. But you say he's just a friend. I'm going to use a different deck, actually. You say he's just a friend. I don't think that's the situation that Nixie's in at all. But all right. Anyways, will it work out for Nixie and E to move in together? Not like that. Not like that. All right, let's go. Not that Nixie's aware of, anyway. I don't know. I don't know this E. Let's see. We'll see what happens. All right. What's the predictive outcome with Nixie and E moving in together? What's the predictive outcome with NIXIE and E moving in together. One more. That's interesting. Hold on one second. What's crowning that? I'm getting, so I guess the first hit, Nixie's a reader, Nixie gets it. The first hit immediately was something has to close out, or a cycle has to close out first, and that may take a while. And I don't know if you'll get like bored of waiting, or they will, whatever the case is, but something here needs to, like, someone needs to end something, something needs to kind of, some loose ends need to be tied up, something needs to come to a close, the world, in order for this to happen, and it may take a while to get there. And in the meantime, again, you could get bored of waiting or feel like, this is taking too long. But let's see what's crowning that world's energy. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, Virgo energy down here. I think, because this is feeling like you over here, I kind of get the feeling, I'm not saying no, but I'm kind of getting the feeling that you may choose to kind of do, like, make your own plans, if that makes sense. I don't know if you're going to wait for him. So it kind of feels like you may end up, there may be something else that ends up happening for you in the meantime, in between time, while you're waiting for him to, or waiting for some kind of cycle to close out. Because this may take a little bit too long, and you might get a little antsy and be a little bit like, dude, what the fuck? What's happening? Can't keep waiting for you. So what's his sign? What advice is there for NIXIE regarding moving in with E? Oh, you don't know his sign? I kind of feel like you're going to make your own decision to kind of go your own way and do your own thing. Page of Wands of Judgment. There may be something else that comes up, another opportunity or another idea that you have around your living situation, that you may go with that. Because there's something, again, with this guy, I don't know. I don't know if it's, if, again, like, waiting for him to finally move, or if you guys, oh, he's a Libra. Or if there's going to be some kind of like a power struggle between the two of you. I don't know if it's like you guys both have very strong personalities that are going to clash. Or again, this may take a little bit too long. That's weird. I don't have any Libra energy showing up, like, whatsoever. What's the outcome for NIXIE regarding like a move in general? It's the energy around NIXIE moving in general. It feels like there's going to be some really positive news for you, though, I have to say. Like, it kind of feels like there's something else that's going to happen or open up for you, or some positive news that you'll get regarding your living situation. Oof. Yeah, I think don't wait. It kind of feels like wait, hold on. You have the double, the 5 of cups, the 5 of pentacles. What's crowning that page of wands? Four of wands. Yeah. Okay. And the ace of swords. So I kind of feel like some good news. Like I said, the 9 of cups and the ace of swords, like there's good news that's coming for you regarding a living situation. So I'd say like the situation that you're in, it's feeling like not a healthy one for you. With this energy right here, I don't even want to hold them up because you know what the 5 of pentacles, the 5 of cups, and the devil looks like. But I will show you this 10 of swords. So it does feel like there is like a painful season or cycle that's coming to an end for you, and there is again like really positive good news coming regarding the living situation. With regard to this guy, it's not feeling like no, but it kind of feels like the waiting may take a while for something to close up, or for something to end. Or you waiting on him, and you may feel like antsy in between time, especially if you're okay. I'll just show you, especially if you're feeling like in this energy, right? It's kind of feeling like don't rush it. I had the Fool and Temperance, like don't rush it, but do start to make plans and do start to like not wait for a specific person, I feel like, to take action on something or to start putting your feelers out there, right? Just in general, overall, it does feel like again, something is coming to an end. I feel like it's going to be a learning situation from you. Maybe in the past you rushed into something, into an opportunity, or even like the place you're living now. Again, maybe that like was something you entered into too quickly and didn't like have enough time to like really think it through before like committing to something with that Ace of Pentacles, and it didn't really work out the way that you'd hoped, or whatever. So it feels like there's a lot of learnings from some Tower moment, which may be tied to like investing or jumping into a new opportunity before giving it thought. So it's saying like with this, give it definitely like, I wouldn't necessarily wait for this guy, but do kind of start to put feelers out there, start to do your due diligence and do research, and whatever is coming with regard to your living situation. I feel like there's some positive news and clarity around what it is that you really, really want when it comes to your living environment and your home situation. I do think that a roommate, though, with this energy, with the Page of Wands and the 4 of Wands, I mean, it's giving that like possibly living with somebody, maybe a friend or something like that, could be beneficial, but I don't know if it's this guy specifically. There's also like 0 Libra energy showing up. That doesn't mean anything, but it does feel like there is something positive shifting for you, that a cycle has been crappy is ending. But there's a need to, I have to say, with the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the Devil, like to really try to manage like your thoughts, your beliefs, your self-concept regarding your situation, and try to be really positive and optimistic about it, because I do see something really good changing with regard to this for you. So be hopeful, be optimistic, but definitely don't rush into anything, but don't wait. Does that make sense? Like don't wait, but also don't rush. Like do your due diligence and research, and maybe start looking at other ideas and things like that. I hope that makes sense. But also something about the energy of this guy, it's feeling like nothing bad about him, but it does feel like it may like you guys both may have like strong personalities or strong like opinions or strong like, I don't know, there's something here where it may turn into a bit of like a power struggle between the two of you. Again, he's not showing bad energy. He just shows like he could take a while. That's all. But I hope that helped overall in general. So you need some positive news. I feel you. You're hoping things would dovetail such that it'd work out, but there's a whole lot of if. Yeah. kind of feeling like it's gonna take a hot minute with him. That's what you're looking for, is a roommate sitch. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks so much, Jess. Yes, that makes sense. I feel you. Yay. Well, I'm glad that helps. I do think that I mean, it's looking like that could be really good. Maybe someone younger. I don't know. The Page of Wands. Rather than someone who's like so stuck in their ways. I don't know. I don't know this guy at all, but like it was giving like, you know what's that expression about like two hens? No, not is it two hens in the hen house? You know everything. You would know this. Help me out, Nixie. Like you don't want two alphas under the same roof, basically. You know what I mean? It kind of gave like maybe there would be two alphas, or maybe he would be more domineering or whatever. I don't know. Don't think you know that one. But you know everything. What does it say? Like two hens. I don't think that's the expression. Maybe it is two hens in the hen house. Now I'm looking it up. No, I don't think that's quite the expression. Anyway, I think I'm conflating like a couple of different expressions. One being a fox guarding the hen house, and one is maybe there's another expression that I'm trying to think of. Like, you don't basically want like two alpha people trying to two roosters in the hen house, maybe. Maybe. Anyways, or it could just be him, his personality. But all right, thank you, Nixie Boo. Thank you all. Are we done for now? I think we are. I'll be back on tomorrow then, doing Capricorn's birthday reading, and also doing another live mini reads. Thank you, Boo. So I'm going to go ahead and put these timestamps up for my signs and also for Janet, Maria, and Nixie. You guys are the bestest. Happy New Year again. And you guys take really good care of yourselves. Love yourselves. Love each other. Beijinhos. Mwah. Abrazos. Thanks, everybody. Especially thank you to those who booked readings with me. Thank you again. Big love to Angel Boo for the super chat and all that stuff. Yay. I'll see you guys again really soon. Take really good care. Bye.